I can't believe it's been 5 years since we've been up here. We're up at Wekusko Falls Lodge, which is in northern Manitoba. And goodness, we've been up here a lot, I guess, in the past. You know, so we've been up here in the springtime, walleye fishing, bear hunting. We've been up here in the wintertime. We've filmed big pike up here, big walleyes, lake trout, and just been a while since we've been up here. And you know, the thing about this area is that you've got a lot of good fishing in this area. Obviously, you got Reed Lake, Trapping Lake, Wekusko Lake. But one thing that I've always wanted to do, and I hear people talk about, locals talk about, is just all the backcountry lakes that are in this area that are just loaded with walleyes. You know, there's an exploratory component to that in the sense that it's just always cool getting off the beaten path, you know, and just going back into lakes that, you know, just don't see a lot of people, don't see a lot of pressure. You get on a lake full of fish, there's not a single track. That's pretty cool. You know, we're set up in a hub, which, you know, we're just sitting in one spot overnight fishing. It's what, 30 below 0 Fahrenheit?
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty cold outside. And tell you what, inside here we're comfortable.
Not only are we comfortable, it's just nicer on the fish too.
Oh yeah,
like for catch and release purposes. Your eyes aren't frozen.
Yeah.
Your fins aren't frozen. Your hands aren't frozen. You can feel when a hook goes into your hand instead of outside when it's numb and frozen. But yeah, it's just the way to go. So when I'm going searching for walleye, of course river mouths like we were set up on today is one of my top places. I just love bays that have feeder creeks. There's always some kind of inflow of water, whether it's going to be oxygen coming in or a little bit warmer, just always seems to hold that bait, which brings in walleye. Another great place is weed lines. And then another great spot is a lot of those humps and like mid-water structure. So we'll go try to finding humps that are adjacent to deeper basins so that those fish can come up, patrol, do their feeding, and come back down. And you're trying to set up on those points so that you're just intercepting those fish.
Oh yeah.
Nice. I'll get that looser.
Thank you. Just quality fish. Come on. Just swallowed that Tikka minnow. Oh, some of these fish just charge you.
Yeah. It's fun when they're aggressive.
There you go.
Got 'em, yeah.
Oh no.
You'd swear I've never fished before the way I'm looking right now, but
What do you got there?
walleye on the Leech Flutter.
I just love all these fish are coming in and hitting.
Maybe we brought him up a bit quick. You still giving her. Pops out the hook. There we go. Nice spoon. Glowing up, it's been key lately. As we're getting in the night bite, getting pitch black outside. Nice. There's another fish showing up on the Vex here, so get these down and catch some more.
So I'm just using a glow Tikka minnow, and you use frozen shiners up in this part of the world. You know how they fall off, and so I've been hooking this shiner horizontal with both hooks. There's just something about meat in this part of the world where the smell, the taste, frozen minnow just drives them nuts. But the big thing is, though, you know, we are fishing after dark, is glow these lures up. So I'm just using this glow ring, which if you fish after dark for walleyes, crappie, eel pout, it really charges them up better than anything. When you drop this in the water, it just shows up. Ice anglers are loving this new max entry door. You see how big this door is, but this is the Jason Mitchell 500, which is a pretty good size hub. You got the full thermal insulation. I mean, it's 30 below zero outside right now. And so, you know, when you come up north here especially, you know, you definitely need to have, you know, good heaters, good fish houses, good clothing, because the conditions can get brutal.
Oh, nice. Nooser.
Did you see the slack line on that?
I saw.
Oh.
I don't know if this is burb. No.
Oh, nice walleye.
You worked that hard for that fish. Holy, I give you credit. That's impressive, Jason. That is impressive. That was not the typical come in and mow 'em.
No, that one, it's cool though. It's a cool bite because sometimes with some of these fish, the more you shake it, the harder you shake it,
Yeah.
the harder they hit it. But
Yeah.
this one came in a couple of times and finally ate it. But yeah, these are just gorgeous walleyes. All right. I like this. I like this a lot. Oh, there we go.
Oh yeah. Good walleye. Real good walleye. He's on you.
Oh,
There
golly.
you go. Nice.
That fish slacklined me. It's just fun coming out and being able to catch so many fish. Got him. Oh, yeah.
Got him.
How long's it been since you've been up all night long?
When we're outfitting is about the only time. Oh, it's another Walter.
Kind of nice to know you can still do that. Once in a
Yeah.
while.
Rejuvenate the soul, let me tell you.
It does, doesn't it?
And he inhaled this. There we go. Barbless makes it nice and easy. Pop out, trying to lose your rod down the hole. And flare it out. There we go. I went with a piece of Cisco on this time instead of a minnow. I don't know if it's making a difference. You're still out fishing me with that, but it's sure working.
I think the big thing is just gluing these lures up.
Gluing the lures up, and just, it's so funny how there's so many different moods of fish tonight. You know, maybe we're only catching 1 out of every 4 or 5 that hooks in, and don't know if it's us doing it or the color or
Some of these
the
fish though
bait
have
or-
come in and just, some of the
just-
strikes have been violent. I mean, the ones that hit are
yeah.
just freight training the bait. You know, so this year's been a mild winter up in northern Manitoba like everywhere else, in the sense that there might be maybe 3 feet of ice, but normally, you know, you'd be using extensions out here. Normally, you know, there'd be snow up to your thighs, and so there's a lot less ice and a lot less snow than what these folks are normally used to dealing with. But that being said, you know, it's still winter, there's still good ice conditions, but as a rule of thumb, when you come up here, you're gonna need a snowmobile, preferably a snowmobile with a long track. You're going to be dealing with snow and slush, and so, you know, there's certain things you want to have. You want to have tow ropes, you want to have shovels, you know, good gear, good equipment, you know, backup. It seems like you want a backup or reserve of everything, you know. A lot of times we're using hub fish houses, especially for the lake trout, where you want the increased height, the extra room. You're going to want full thermal on every shelter that you have, you know, good clothing. If you're going to go on some of these backcountry lakes, you know, probably something you definitely need is a chainsaw, you know, as far as you don't know how long it's been since somebody's been down some of these trails. And you just want to go through your gear, make sure that everything's right and tight, because this is a harsh, rugged world. I mean, you definitely have to respect this area. And that's part of the appeal of this area too, is you just come out into some places that just feel wild, you know, and you catch fish that are definitely wild, you know, and I think that's part of the mystique of coming to an area like this. You know, we've done a lot of trips up to Wekusko over the years, and really one of our favorite places. You know, it's just a remote area that's got blacktop highway going all the way, easy to get to as far as just good paved roads. But when you get up here, you're just in the heart of some prime fishing. It is definitely a top tier area. You know, when you look at the lake trout, you know, that we've caught up here in the past, big pike fishing opportunities. There are so many walleyes within 50 miles of where we're standing. It's incredible, you know, and so beautiful scenery, really friendly people, great place to stay, but you're right in the heart of some of the best of the best. And so if you're I guess an ice fishing flunky or an ice fishing junkie, however you want to call it, and you want to just get away, get off the grid a little bit, but just experience, you know, some of the very best ice fishing that's on the planet, this is a spot to put on your bucket list.